Okay, it's the final. Mannfred has made it. So we have Legion of Night as the first army. So Mannfred's got pinions, so he gets +6 to move on a successful cast. He has a Necromancer with Morbeg's Claw for the +2 to cast to himself and Mannfred if he's in range. And he's also got Overwhelming Dread, but critically Van Hells. We've got 2 units of 20 skeletons and a unit of Argheists. So Legion of Night, the skeletons are +1 to save in battle round 1. We can deploy a unit up to 3 units in ambush, I think it is, or it might even be just 1 unit in ambush for each one that's on the table. The Vargeist can deploy in the sky, but realistically, we probably won't bother. It's quite interesting. I was very surprised how resilient skeletons can be, but they've got a very different opponent this time. So we've set the table. We're using the same table. We've ruled for terrain. So we've got commanding, overgrown, healing, entangling,
commanding, overgrown.
Commanding and overgrown. And we're against the Bloodgullets. So we'll come round there and have a quick look. So here they are, the terrifying force that is Bloodgullet. We have, well, you can tell me what the artifacts are in a second, but we've got 12 bulls, 2 butchers, and 8 lead belchers, and a pot. So what have the butchers taken? Your Bloodgullet, so you have to have a splatter cleaver on them, don't you?
Yes.
And then what spells did you take?
We have Rib Cracker, Blood Feast on one, Greasy Deluge, and something else on the other.
Yeah, so they can
2
cast
spells each because of the Bloodgullet abilities.
Yeah, they can cast twice. Yeah, pretty nasty. Yeah, that's a lot of bodies. We're gonna do our mission vetoing, and then we'll go to setup. I'm gonna remember, actually, since it's the final. Thank you very much to our international viewers, to the States, Germany, and France. Thank you. They're our highest watching nations. We'll do our patrons shortly as well. We'll deploy first though. Right, so I'm first.
What mission are we doing?
Shit, yeah. What mission are we doing? Well, we roll the dice, and whoever loses, you do veto first. I'm gonna get rid of escalation, so you can choose from Taken Hold or Scorched Earth if you want. Because I'm always going to get rid of escalation because I don't want to be meeting you in the middle because you'll just smash me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teleporting that could work for you in either though.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah, it depends how things go. I think I'm more comfortable with Scorched Earth.
I was thinking just the Taken Hold because there's only one objective I need to worry about.
Yeah, you
rather
have to
than
hold your own.
Bloody do a floor.
Yeah, you hold your own and then you can come for mine. That unit of 12 might kill my army.
Taken Hold. We'll go with Taken Hold, so I'll get rid of Scorched Earth.
Cool. So we'll do Taken Hold, so that's just 2 objectives. We'll use yours if you want.
Yeah.
So we have deployment and Gravelords. We have. We've just realised that we're having 2 things counting as the general. Now Mortarts count as generals. It's pretty good for commanding. But we have a Necromancer sitting on the commanding terrain within 6 of the objective. Grave sites are down here. Here. We've been quite aggressive, putting one fairly far forward. One over there in the corner, which has dictated a bit how deployment goes, I think. 20 skellies have come out. Mannfred's positioned himself in such a way that he's out as bait. If we got double turned, the ogres, I'd have to do a run. So he's 28 inches away. So there'd be 8, 16, and then a 12-inch charge. But if they did a run on the first move, I suppose it'd be a 6-inch charge. So we're hoping not to get double turned. The rest of the things, we've got 20 skellies in the grave and 3 Vargeists in the sky. So the idea being that this is take and hold we're playing. So from turn 3, if you hold both objectives, you auto win. That is not going to be easy to shift though. So Shane will be back in a second, but he's put the pot over there. It was by the commanding, but he wanted his unit a bit tighter. So he's got 1 butcher next to the pot, 1 in the middle, and then he's got the horde of scary there. And look, Chicken Dog's got a new friend. So first things first, thank you to our VIPs, to Frostlord Eric, Stephen Ramage, Andrew Stephen, John Bayliss, Cara Newby, Shane Kingston, The Bazooka, Paul Daduka, Gary Stephen, Mark Roberts, Sean McKechnie, Grant Fraser and Thomas Stott. I thought I was just going to piss all over the table. Again, my last time. Okay. So, you get to choose, sir.
My gut says to let you go first.
It's good. Good decision.
I'll say
I think.
you go first.
I think you always want to look for the double going into 3 with take and hold, because that gives you the chance to auto win. If you claim both at the end of 2, if you're holding both at the end of turn 2, when the battle round starts for turn 3, the game's over. So it's always good to have the chance of the double going into 3. I find.
And also, it's a good ogre thing to do. Follow your gut.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay. This is going to be short and sweet. Turn 1. No, it'll be short and sweet turn. I think it'll be a short and sweet game. I think it will. I'm doing nothing. Draw! Mannfred is happy with a draw. So Mannfred gets command point. Oh, he gets an extra one because one of my generals is on commanding and none of your generals is. So 2 command points. He shall berate Mannfred for placing himself not wholly within 12. So Mannfred doesn't get +2 to cast. Mannfred will go for... Mannfred's feeling bolshy. No, impact hits. Mannfred is not. Because the thing is, Mannfred doesn't mind being in combat, running in, stabbing something, and then running away at the start of the combat phase if he gets countercharged. But the problem with you is that many impact hits going into Mannfred could be game ending. So he's not coming for you. He's gonna keep his powder dry. He's gonna try and cast Mystic Shield on an 8. I think you're within range. Yes, if you want to dispel it. You can do another one. We've got the Realm spell, which is another Mystic Shield in effect, and he has his signature spell, which you're out of range of anyway. You've got Van Hels, which he'll be using. He's got Overwhelming Dread, which you're out of range of. So what I'll be looking at doing is also putting Mystic Shield on another unit, and doing the Van Hels.
36.
30.
So
you get +1 to unbind because of the pot as well.
Oh, no, just let it go. Sorry.
Okay. So Mannfred puts Mystic Shield on himself. Then he's going to try for the... No, actually, because he's scratchy in. No, yeah, Mannfred is going to do it. I'm going to do it on the thing this time. Sorry, that was an 8. So he's going to go for the Realm version. A 6. Have you got that card? The Northern Invasion. Oh, there it is.
There's one.
Yeah, on the back of it, there's a handy reference guide available to our people who wish to acquire one from us. It's a working score sheet, and on the back, it'll probably be obsolete in a couple of weeks when AOS 3 comes out, but you know. We're in Haish, so Purity of Defense. He's going to put onto it casts on a 5. I've rolled a 6. You can try and dispel it if you want.
Yeah.
You get +1 to cast. To dispel.
No.
So that is Purity of Defense on them, so they're re-rolling 1s. And then the Necromancer will go for Van Hells. Gets it on an 8.
I'm
No,
over
10,
range,
sorry. Okay.
Sadly,
And we're both exactly 2,000 points, aren't we?
I'm under.
You're under, so you get a triumpher. Simon, 1,000
no.
points.
Sorry, no. I thought you said 2,000.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
On 1,000 points.
So they've got Van Hells and they're re-rolling saves. That's my turn.
Whole turn.
Mm-hmm.
Whole turn.
Ogor Mawtribes turn 1.
Okay.
You're a bad egg.
I'm not a bad egg.
Yeah.
It's legitimate tactics from Mannfred, Mortarch of Night.
You know what you did.
Nothing. Mannfred did nothing. I've got a shirt on the way from Clint over at Heralds of War that just says Mannfred did nothing wrong.
He will try Mystic Shield on the Gluttons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots. I'm not even going to bother trying to dispel it. The way I've deployed is 20 inch and 3/4, 28 and 3/4 away, which means that if you just move, you can't charge. But if you run in your first turn and you command pointed it, you'd only need a 6-inch charge if you double turned me to get into Mannfred.
Done.
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 Done. So we'll probably not bother with the sweep. So should we roll for priority?
Yeah.
So you get to choose.
You can go.
Can go. Okay. So I maybe should have moved him slightly so that he was fully within 12, but such is Mannfred, he don't care. Mannfred's going for Mystic Shield. Goes off on a 9. He's going to go for the Realm version. No, fails. Denied. He's going to go for Van Hells. Goes off on a 9, 10, 11. So you'd need to roll a 12. Yeah, you can get him.
Why not?
Nope. So they've got Van Hells on them. I get another 2 command points. Turn. Mawtribes turn 2. What? It's a legitimate tactic.
I'm not sure I'm more disgusted by Mannfred or you.
I'm just...
Did you say both?
Both, yeah.
Look at it! It's 100 wounds in a 1,000-point game, pretty much. I'm not getting through that.
You will try Blood Feast on the Gluttons.
Oh, it's time.
On an 8, yes, it's about 7.
So I'll try and dispel it. I don't get any bonuses to dispel. No, you get it. I have to beat you.
And you will try Mystic Shield on the Gluttons. Yes.
Might as well try and dispel it. Nope, it is off. Buttons are gonna do some work.
Done.
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 Fully. So, priority. I'm just collecting command points here. You know that whoever has the most command points wins on turn 3. You should have some as well, remember. Oh, I get to choose. You can go first.
Badger's just losing the will.
You're just staring at each other across the battlefield.
Mannfred's talking. Mannfred's got tactics in
I'll
mind.
try Blood Feast on the Glutton. 7.
Dispel it. Nope.
Mannfred is a coward who ran away
Mr.
from a
Shield.
fair fight with Sigvald the
On the
Magnificent.
9.
He didn't run away, he just repositioned. Yep.
Oh.
I'm gonna equaling your casts here.
Done.
Done. Oof. Right, so what have they got on them?
Blood Feast and Mystic Shield.
Feast and Mystic Shield. You get 2 command points. Turn 3, Blood Feast. Oh, that's an extra attack, isn't it?
Yes.
How many models have you got within range of that objective? I have to blink now because it's turn 3 and everything dies if I don't get it out now. It's within 6.
6.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent.
It's
So that's 2, 4. Well, points wise, I should say.
yeah,
So 4 models will be 8.
8. So, but you can pile in 6.
Yes.
If you're wholly within range of the general, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it just a hero?
Only within 12 of his general.
Okay. Let's kill the general. Which one's the general?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, so first things first. Mannfred's going for pinions. Oh, Mannfred! You fucking numpty.
You deserve this.
Do you deserve it? Mannfred. One job. You had to roll a 5. And the necromancer says, well, if you had have used one of these last 2 turns to just edge 2 inches closer, you could have rolled a 5 there. Okay, so that's fun. He'll go for Mystic Shield. Nope. Nope, it's a 6. Oh, fuck's sake. And I'll go for Van Hels. So he shows him how it's done on a 10. This isn't great. Well, it's...
Or
What did I roll?
10.
Was it a 10 on my dice? Oh, yeah, try and just do it.
Oh, no.
Right. Okay, so... so I'm going to have to pull stuff out of the grave. End of movement. They're all going to stay. Skellies. It's whether or not I pull them out there. Or here. I need them on this side to try and outnumber you. But I need to hit you from both sides. But so long as I pin these at this end with these guys, you'll be limited on how much you can pile. And if you can only pile in 3, I should limit it to you only getting 3 or 4 models into combat with me. Right, so they're needing a 9. They're needing a 9. Mannfred's needing 5 to get to the little one, and an 8 to get to that one. But if they fail their charge, I'm aborting, I think. And I don't get a reroll. I need a 9.
You going to them?
Shooting. No shooting.
Charge.
Yeah. 9. Come on. Big 9. 6. Fuck. That's bad. Don't think I can do it then. Go with the Skellies, needing a 9. 6, 7, 8. Do they get any plus. No, we don't get any pluses. So I'll give it a reroll. Yes! Mannfred. An 8 preferably. I'll take a 9. I want to make sure I'm over 3 away from your lead belchers. Because I don't want them being able to shoot Mannfred. Because I'm going to tag them with the skellies. If I go back to there, I'm still within 3 or not.
Not of the lead belchers, no.
Oh, that's all that matters. That's fine.
And you're not with the skeletons?
No, but when I pile in, I will be. So they'll only be able to shoot the skeletons next turn. Right, so that's charges.
Oh dear.
I
don't know how you feel. Maybe sitting back isn't such a base point.
Yeah, but it still needs me to do a few things. Them getting in would have been great. I have to choose now, is my thinking. I'd like Mannfred to go, so I can kill your butcher, so they don't get to pile in 6. But I need them to go before Mannfred, so they can pile round and stop them piling into Mannfred. Because if they pile within 3 of Mannfred, in your shooting phase, you can put all your shots into Mannfred, and that's me in big trouble. Especially if you don't move. So, but I think the bigger threat is these piling in 6 inches. Now actually. So he's 9.5 that way. He's possibly. It's very similar actually. Actually, I think he is closer to the Vargeists. Well, he's 9 that way because I dropped him 9 away, didn't I? No, I dropped a 9 away from that one. So yeah, it's 10 away. Which means it's very close. I don't know which way. Because if he's closer to the Vargeists, he can't pile that way. Which means all these can, but it means that he's stringing out. But I think I have to go with Mannfred first, because he has to die.
I'm quite sure you'll accomplish that.
Yeah, I think I have to kill him, because if I don't kill him, they pile in 6, and you're going to get 8 models into Mannfred, which kills Mannfred.
I think you'll be fine.
So, I am going to go into the Butcher with Mannfred first, and hope I get the priority next turn so you don't get to shoot him off. So at the beginning of the combat phase, he's already got his command ability on. He's going to go for a command point to reroll 1s to hit. And he's going to go with, he's already got Mystic, oh no, he failed Mystic Shield. So he's going to go for reroll 1s to save as well. Is there anything you want to put on? It's exciting. The fear is real when the Mortarch of Night enters the fray.
Pull all out attack on the gluttons. I think.
Okay, so they're re-rolling 1s to hit.
One, yeah.
And you're wholly within 12 of your leader for the re-roll all wounds. Because that's a really good one.
Within 12, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one to use. Right, okay, so
Do you want me to take the butcher away now?
I'm deciding what I'm going to split. So I'm kind of ridiculous. I need to do 7 damage.
I'm
So
pretty sure Mannfred can easily do 7
you
damage.
can, but it's whether or not I want to bank on that and put some into the balls. I don't think I do. I think I'm just putting everything into the what's at the butcher. I just need to minimise because you're already quite far. The most you're going to get is 4 in.
Yeah.
So 2s and 2s, re-rolling 1s. Oh shit! Doing it. Yeah, like that. I don't reroll wounds of 1, so that's 3 at rend 1.
6s. 1.
So that's 2 damage. And then Sickle Glaive, 2s and 2s. Rerolling 1s. 2 at rend 1.
6s. No.
4 damage.
Each.
No, in total. And then the Beast
Of course.
is now 3s and 2s. Rerolling 1s. 4 at rend 2. 8 damage. There you go.
And you were worried.
No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about that. Because I did then, I easily killed him, and I still had another 6 attacks I could have put to somewhere else, but...
But you have to declare beforehand,
You have to declare before, yeah, so that's why I had to put everything into the Butcher.
So, Mannfred's gone,
Mm-hmm.
so Butcher.
But your Butcher could pile round to block my Skellies from getting over there. But...
Of course, it's just the closest unit, rather than closest model, or the closest model.
You have to pile towards the closest model. You have to end closer to the closest model, so it can be like half a millimetre.
You could go there,
Yeah,
round him, and then block you.
that's what I mean. Yeah, you could stop me then from getting enough skeletons to block off your
And just
leg
go
belchers.
base to base, and then that's closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah, so 10 riser first. Special now. So 3s and 3s. Good. 1 at 1 round.
So that'll be 4 rerolling 1s.
4 skeletons.
Oh, were you hitting the skeletons?
Yeah.
No, so it'll be if the 1 rend, it'll be a 6. I got a 6.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were going into Mannfred.
Yeah, no, I was always going to go on the skeletons.
Uh-huh.
I think we've been on it myself out here.
But then you get your other attacks with them as well.
But I never declared before.
No, but you'll get your other attacks into the Skellies.
Yeah. Because I'm still thinking about the models around the objective, whereas Mannfred will only count as
1.
1.
Yeah, you're best killing that, I
Yeah.
think.
It's like an elephant in that regard.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
3s again, 3s again. 1 at 2 round,
So that'll go straight through.
2 damage.
So they'll get 6 up death save. And the reroll 1s for the banner.
Of course I do.
So 1 dice.
Bite. Fails.
Okay, so
1 skeleton.
I activate them, and on a 4+ he comes back.
1 skeleton.
Not killing the skeletons is actually one of the better things that you could have done.
Cool.
If you'd done an awful lot of damage to the skeletons, then there's a fair chance that an awful lot of them would have come back.
And they could have gone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have taken from the backfield and dropped them on top of the objective.
Yeah. Because I'm a dirty man.
Gamey bastard.
Gamey bastard. This is why it's fun to play. Right, so he can sweep round. So he can get to there. Yeah.
And you were worried.
I'm not worried. I'm worried. Still worried. You've not hit me yet. So at the moment I've got 20 models within range. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're still outnumbering me, I think. Especially when you get to pile in as well.
But is it not at any point from round 3?
No, you only claim objectives at the end of your turn. So I'd have to take it off you at the end of your turn. So at the moment I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is all I can get in. 8.
17, 12, 14 I've technically got.
Yeah. Oh, is that all you've got? Oh yeah, but when
6,
you pile,
Alright.
you'll be alright, yeah. Because you've not activated either of those 2 units yet. So this is 3s and 4s. Sorry, it's all going into the butcher. So 1, 2, 3.
In range.
No,
5. Save 1.
so just 2. So now you get to activate both of your units one at a time. Because he's closer to them, that one can't pile that way, so when you pile, they have to remain in coherency with him and he can't move. That's just the idea of tagging. You'll get used to it, you'll do the same thing to people. It just minimises how many people can get in. It won't affect you now, it was more if you had your 6-inch pile in.
All of your things have attacked, so it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
you
what
can
order.
just, whichever one you want now.
Go the glance first.
Remember to be maximising how many you pile in onto the objective, because he does count as 1. So at the moment I've got 19 skeletons. So you need to make sure that you end up with at least 10 of your ogres within 6. So
3, 4, 5, so 15 attacks.
yeah, and so you're re-rolling 1s to hit and re-rolling all wounds.
Yeah. Judge it for there.
Yeah. Oof, there's a few 2s, so just take the 2s out because they're dead. And then you get to re-roll the 1s, there's another one there. So that's an extra 2 attacks. And then you're on 3s, re-rolling everything. Oh no, you get an extra attack because you have Blood Feast on him as well, didn't you?
What's that last round? So. The runs are going so quick I can never keep track of that. I was putting them on every round.
Yeah, does it last until your next hero phase? Yeah, well you should get an extra 5
yeah.
attacks then.
So,
Alright. So that's an explosion. So take one of the 2s out.
that turns into it.
Yeah.
That's not a 1, so that just comes out.
Yeah. You've got more to play with. And you're re-rolling wounds on all these. This comes to the end of Mannfred. You will be on 3s re-rolling 1s, but... So you re-roll everything that isn't a 3. That Bloodgullet command ability is so good.
6 is generate extra wounds.
Yeah. Okay, so all but 1. So how many is that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. No range though.
Right, so this is 3s re-rolling 1s, so any 2s are bad. A couple of 2s, 3 2s. Right, so all those are okay, but that's 6 damage,
Yes.
so get a 6 up death save. No, so you take 6, and then you get your bites, so that'll be another 10 attacks.
That's not a lot though.
Well, he's only got 12, so you've half killed him. These don't generate extra.
No, but I still reroll 1s to hit. No.
Yeah, because you spent your command point, yeah. And you're re-rolling wounds still.
I wish they had a rained on their clubs or something.
Yeah. It'd be too good then, though.
6.
Okay, so 3 up, 3 rolling 1s. Oof. Okay, so 1 goes through. That'll be a 1, 6 up. Nope, so he takes another. That's 7 taken. 5 left.
So now I ideally want to move Hemrune to there to tag Mannfred.
Yeah, if you get him within 3, that means you can, if you get the priority, you can just shoot him off. How many have you now got within range of the objective?
So it's that wage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22.
22 and I've got 20. So yeah,
Just
you hold it.
so.
I think you'll get 1 or maybe 2.
Just a button.
Yeah. And then the skellies though.
3 and 3.
Oh, wow. No.
Stu, what are you doing?
It's been a prick.
What mission are we on?
Taken hold.
Oh,
I
okay.
made the play,
Right.
didn't quite go off. If
Right.
I lose priority now, I'm dead.
Okay.
No saves.
No,
No.
no.
Now, because I killed a model, Mannfred, oh, Armour of Templehoff.
You
He
healed.
ignores one.
Yeah.
And then I heal, because I killed somebody. Oh, my Skellies should have had
You had your
extra
2K
attack
game?
each as well.
No, not yet.
Ah.
Never mind. And this should have been +1 to hit and wound.
I think
So
I'm doing just
you know.
fine.
2s and 3s. I'm stupid. Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking that it's +1 to hit and wound only affected him. But it affects
Everything
Skellies as
around
well.
him.
And because he killed something, they'd have had an extra attack each. But there we go. So he heals D3 because he killed a model. So he gets another 3 back. Taking 3.
I think this priority decides the game, to be fair.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't because I can.
Yeah, but
Outnumber
Mannfred can
you.
still take out a few ogres, though.
I don't think he's going to want to leave Mannfred there.
No, Mannfred teleport. If I win priority, Mannfred's not staying in combat
Yeah.
because you get to shoot on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at the end of 3. Mannfred went for it. He didn't quite make it. These Vargeists failing the charge meant that the ogres could pile in, which meant that they could outnumber the Legion of Night on the objective. At the moment, it's 20 models for the Legion of Night to 22 equivalent from ogres because they managed to pile in. So didn't quite go off. I did forget I should have had an extra attack with my Skellies, but even so, it'd have only killed the Butcher in best case scenario, so it still would have been 20-20. So you would have held it. So I don't think it's game changing. And yeah, then it's a big priority. The Necromancer's sat back here thinking I should really be up there giving Van Hells to skeletons when that's what I do. But yeah, here we go. Let's see it. Oh, it's cocked. It's a 1 anyway. But if I roll a 1, I don't. I roll a 2. There we go. So let's see what I can do. Going into turn 4. That's right. Mannfred's going to use his command point on himself. I'm going to heal that unit so I get my Skelly back. So that takes it up to the 21. I'll put the Skelly in combat with the guy. I'm gonna. This Necromancer's just totally out of position. Can't reach anything. Mannfred's gonna go with Wind of Death.
What does that do?
D3 mortals to the units. 5 doesn't go off. They'll go for Mystic Shield. It'll go for the easier Mystic Shield.
Oh, we're real
Around.
late, are we?
Yeah, so it goes off on an 8. That's his last spell, so you might want to
Might as well.
try. No. So he's re-rolling ones.
Just stop using that dice, full stop.
The quality dice. Just have to
I mean,
give them
someone has
love.
to get the Duff Batch.
You have to give them love. You have to respect them and stroke them and talk nice to them. I think that's it. That's Hero Face. Eat 3.
Get loads.
Yeah, get many. So I'm gonna go with Mannfred first. Well, I'm gonna at the start of the combat phase. I'm gonna give the skeletons reroll ones to save, and I'll give the Vargeist reroll ones to hit. Mannfred will go first. See what he can do. So 2s and 2s, rerolling
Taking
ones.
3, he's got 3 left.
He's taken 3. 2s and 2s, rerolling ones, all into the ogres. So that's 4 at rend 1.
6s.
This is going to be painful. Oh, sorry. So he takes 4. So that's just 1 dead.
You want to take them from the back.
There.
Yeah. You need models on the objective. This is big play Mark 2.
Yeah, this is death or this is win or bust.
Yeah.
2s and 2s with the glaive. 1 at rend 1. 2 damage. The claws are 3s and 2s. 4 at rend 2. That was straight through for 8 damage.
Jesus.
2 more.
And that 2 carries over to whichever next one you want. And then the spirits. 2 mortals and 2 saves, no rend. That's the best the spirits have ever done.
Yeah.
Both saves,
Ah,
so just 2
So that's 2
mortals.
mortals, so that's him dead.
Yeah, kills him. Oof.
And your activation, sir. Clutch.
They're not going to go, are they?
They're
Yeah,
still
They
within-
charge, so they'll pile in
They
through.
get pile in 3 because they charged. They'll probably struggle to reach the gluttons though.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I will just choose them
Mm-hmm.
and go around Mannfred.
Cool.
29, because the leader's in there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
This is gonna
That's gonna tickle.
mince him.
Manfred's
29.
gonna feel it.
He is. 3's re-rolling 1s every 2 damage. He's only got 9 left. I don't think he's surviving. But he is only 1 model.
Mm-hmm.
But points, though. That comes down to points.
Yeah. Yeah, if it comes down to points. Because I'm not going to kill either of your units.
Mate.
Unless they run to battle.
If Manfred dies, it's unlikely that the ogres will die.
Right.
Manfred's kind of the teeth in your list.
Reviewing.
So you've not spent a command point this turn.
No.
So you're not re-rolling hits, but you're re-rolling all wounds. Oh no, you've not used a command point on that. You can do if you want. How many have you got left though?
Yeah, 1.
1. So you can either re-roll 1s to hit, or you might want to save it. Well, depends if you think the butcher will be alive to save it for battle shock. Because at the moment,
I want Mannfred to go.
re-roll wounds
Would be better.
would be better because
Please,
you're re-rolling
rather than-
everything. You're re-rolling all 3s.
I'll do that one again.
3s and 3s, re-rolling wounds.
Yeah.
Uh,
And 6s explode.
2, 3,
Shit, that's a lot of 6s.
4, 7 extra.
Fuck.
So,
Yeah, there you go. They're the dice I've woken up by. They're proving.
2, 3, 4,
And
5, 6, 7.
so you've only got 2 misses in effect.
2 messes,
And then you're re-rolling all the wounds. Dead Mannfred. He tried though.
He
He
tried.
killed 4 bulls and a butcher.
Yeah.
Did alright. He had to stay.
yeah. 3
All but 1. So what's that like?
2, 4,
Hunters, I say.
8, 10, 27.
That's like going to be 44 damage and you've not even bitten yet. Okay, so no 2s please. There's 1, 2 2s. So no fails so far. 4 fails, and then it'll be another 7. So it's 4 fails and 5, 6, 7. So that is 6 fails. So it'll be 12 damage.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So he takes 12, minus 1 from armour of Templehoff. He dies by 2. Mannfred. Nobody wants to see that.
Good.
Everybody wants to see
He's
that.
not actually dead. He's just gone on holiday. Right, so how many have you got within range of the objective?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
11, so still 22.
22. I've got 20 skellies. I can do. They're no longer within range of Mannfred, so they're not getting +1 to hit and wound. They do. Do they still get the +1 attack? How does that work? If any models are slain by Geisttor, until the end of the phase, add 1 to attacks while they're wholly within 12 of the model. Well, they're not wholly within 12 of the model anymore, so killing Mannfred was probably the way to go, because you've taken 20 attacks off me.
And a hit and wound bonus.
And a hit and wound bonus, yeah. So these have just got reroll 1s to save, that's it. And they have got the death save because of the grave site. 12, so 3s and 4s into the lead belchers.
There's a butcher in there too, mind.
Oh Christ, yeah. I think these are just going to have to go into the butcher then, instead. It's the same save for you anyway, isn't it? I just think that they're... Yeah. So it's only 3 saves.
Any range?
No. Don't want to kill either anyway.
2 saved.
So I'll just take 1. And then into the other one it was 8. 6, so 7 plus
2 at 3s and 3s.
2 at 3s and 3s.
And it's on the...
This is on the
Okay.
walls, yeah. So the orange one's the 3s. So it's oh no, it's 3. That's rend 1 as well, isn't it?
No rend.
No rend. Oh right, so just 5 on rend. So
3.
2.
Just 2 damage. Just
Yeah.
2.
And then you get to activate either your butchers or the lead belchers. I'd probably go with the butcher. Just because...
To get rid of models off the objective.
Well, no, just because if you go with the lead belchers first, these ones have to pile in a funky way. Whereas you're forcing me to do my piling. It's up to you though, it depends.
I would probably go with the lead belchers actually. If it was me.
Suppose you could try and kill the Vargeists.
Well, it's not so much that, is the lead belchers have an easier time piling from where they are than piling from where the Vargeists are going to be.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because the Vargeists are going to pile in,
Go with the archers.
and the lead belchers will have a harder time shuffling.
Yeah, and the Vargeists I suppose won't then be able to get into the bulls.
Mm.
3 into the skeletons and 2 into the...
Yeah.
Do them, 2 into them first.
Uh-huh.
4 at 3s and 3s.
Are they only 2 attacks each?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they get rend.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
3 at range 1.
So 6s. Nope.
4, 2 damage each, 6 damage.
So that'll be...
You've got a grave site there.
Yes. So 6 death saves. So 5. So
5
4
damage.
wounds each, aren't they? So
I believe so.
that's the leader as well. I'll take him and put 2 across. Is that either 3 or 4? Yeah, 4.
Minimised it at least.
Yeah.
Oh, they have their bite. What do
Oh yeah, 2 bites as well. Chomp chomp.
1 bite.
No bites. No. Chomp. And then the ones into the skellies. Oof. I should go and turn that oven on as well. Actually. To this. Only got 1 turn left. So.
5 at range 1.
They don't get. Oh yeah, that's the skellies, isn't it? So it'll be 6s. 4 go through, so that'll be 8 damage. So 8 6s, rerolling 1s. 1. So 7 die. Let's see.
I forgot the extra attack for the leaders, so am I okay just to do that?
Yeah.
Do that now. another one at range 1 when you get a chance.
6. And
2 damage.
6. Rolling 1. Nope.
Another 2
Roll
damage.
2.
And then their bites.
They died. They tried.
2 hits. 1 wound at no range.
5.
For 1 damage.
6. They're okay. Bargheists, they have to go into there. That's 3s and 3s. Just 3. Rend 1.
6s. None.
6 damage.
How many?
6. In total.
Not 9.
No, that's mine.
Bloody orange days,
Quality. So that's activations. So Battle Shock. I've lost 7.
man.
Was it? 3, 4, 5, 8. So I've got more than 10, which will make me 11. So a d6 minus 3. There's nothing I can do about it. So I'm okay. They're not going anywhere. The Vargeist can't fail. You're minus 1. So they've lost 4.
Yeah, but
You've minus 1, which means you're minus 5, but your bravery's 6.
plus 1.
Plus 1 for your banner, plus 2 for eating. Makes
So it's
you
at 9.
bravery 9, but you've lost
5
5
effectively.
in effect. So on a 5-1 runs and on a 6-2 run.
Yeah.
There you go. No.
So now
And
mine.
then the lead belchers, they
lost
can't
1.
lose. I
They
don't
can't
think because
fail.
they were a 6 up to an 8 because they're eating.
Nearly lost 1.
They've
Minus
lost 1. Yeah. And then it goes to your turn. I mean, I'm happy at this point if you want to say you're going to kill all this because I'm not going to. You're going to shoot off 1, kill the other at the beginning of combat. There's nothing I can do about it. And then turn 5, neither of us can get to the other objectives, and you're going to win on. You're going to get the minor on
Yeah.
kill points if you want. Because at the moment it's just going to be academic. You having to roll all the dice to shoot off the Vargeists, and then just
So they have
Kill
moved,
them.
so it's going to be d6 as well.
there's nothing I can do to stop you.
7d6 shots.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do. You definitely kill them.
I think the only thing that could potentially happen is Shane getting a major instead of a minor.
Yeah, it's whether or not you can come over. But this is his 5th turn. Oh no, yeah.
It's my
It's
fourth.
his turn.
So if you double turned me,
He could potentially, if he
So
can
you're
clear the
21
skeletons,
inches.
he's...
So
no, it's 13-inch charge. You can't do it.
No.
If he clears the skeletons.
Anyway, but my point was going to be, like, I think that Shane's got this regardless, because
Yeah.
obviously minor, major makes no difference at this
Yeah,
point.
you've got it. I don't think you can get the major because, as I say, you're 21 inches. Which means
unless
you
he
move 8.
retreats the buttons out in his turn 4,
Mhm.
Oh,
runs them
That's
across.
taking less away from my objective though.
Yeah, but there's not enough skeletons there to contest it, and the Butcher and Leadbelt, like the Leadbelcher shoot off the Vargeists and just charge the skeletons.
I mean, well, we can play it.
Or,
See what happens. But
fight
I
the
might
skeletons.
bring 2 units back.
I'd rather just accept I would win in that case than is
But they won't be in a good position. But yeah, if these come away,
Mhm.
It's, as I said, there's no real difference between a minor win and a major win, surely, at
you
this
still
point.
won.
At this
You're
point,
still
yeah,
one.
it is academic.
I
Really.
can't.
It's unlike a tournament, you're not trying to sort of...
You're not
Get
scraping for
points.
points.
Yeah, just take the minor.
I'm happy to stick with minor.
Yeah, it was pretty. I mean, I went for it. You had
Have
to
you
buy
got
one
all
model.
of that charges
If
in?
they'd have made
That
that
would have
9-inch
changed.
charge, but the thing was,
Yeah.
I wanted them on this side.
Mm. To do more damage.
Well, it was just so they got the reroll to charge, and then I was going to pull the skellies out on that side to pin, but I just didn't have the bodies then to contest the objective, so I had to do it the other way.
There would have been 23 shots into your
Yeah, they were dead.
people.
Where's in threes?
It was pretty good though. I do like how Legion of Night plays.
Mm.
I think
Mannfred's a knob.
Mannfred is a knob, but he don't like shooting, and that many attacks into him. That Blood Feast and reroll wounds is
It is
horrible.
so good.
I had to come into you though to stop you charging as well.
And then
Mm.
puppets, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of your ogres?
once I get all the stuff memorised or at least written down, so I know what I'm doing each phase and each turn.
Yeah, get a cheat sheet written up.
Just getting a game in.
Yeah.
Or semi-regular game will get you
There's
through it.
definitely ways. They're decent now. I think if I just beef up the units a bit in the 2K list, combine them.
Yeah.
But there's definitely competitiveness there.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
totally.
not quite top table when we go to start,
No.
but
You get a
enough
good
with
run.
it. Yeah.
I would not be surprised to see Ogres
I
win
wouldn't
a
want to fight
tournament.
it. I wouldn't want to fight it. If you've got that in your 2,000 point list where you've got 12 bulls, 8 iron guts, all the lead belchers and stuff, I wouldn't want to fight it with any of my
Possibly
armies.
Mannfred.
I think the only thing I'd want is the KO to shoot it, but you can close down the space so much that you're in amongst them. No.
It's good just to have things that actually can weather a fight rather than just taking tons of one wound models off the whole time.
Yeah. No, the Ogres definitely go. If an army goes into the Ogres for an honest fight, the Ogres win. Usually.
I think one of the things that the Ogres could potentially struggle with is high armour. I couldn't see them doing particularly well
There's
against...
not much mortal wounds, and there's not much high rend.
Yeah, so things
rend
like
at all.
Bone Reapers, Stormcast might give them a bit of difficulties.
Yeah.
You just can't land hits on
Yeah.
Still, but who?
Slave to
You've not
Darkness
played for so
can,
long,
to a certain
it's
extent,
good
if you
to
build
back
them that
it.
way as
But you've got
well.
good army there.
Yeah.
I think it's less tricksy. Like your Slanesh, your Siege one that you had, there was a lot of management and there was a lot to think about. Plus, there was a lot of bodies you had to get sorted out.
Yeah.
Whereas this, you've got a few models. You can get through a game relatively quick once you.
Maybe suited to our lower model, less thinking.
Well, it's not less thinking and more.
Well, I mean, like
Yeah.
less
Keeping-
manageable, maybe.
Yeah, keeping things within
It's less
your
management.
bubbles
Yeah.
is pretty critical. Yeah, I think we're good. I think you've definitely got one to challenge our armies that we have up here. I would like to run Sylvaneth against it.
Sylvaneth would be interesting, because they can chuck out hit penalties
Yeah,
as well.
quite a lot. And ogres don't like mortal wounds.
Nope.
I'll be interested to see how things change with Sylvaneth with the new
Correct.
stuff. Yeah, and whether or not it's going to push me to get Alariel finished. Started, because she's sitting there
Haunting you.
She's grumpy because I've not used it yet.
I think you need a Larry.
She's there. If you're, I'll see. And I've got a spare Tree Lord. I'm thinking Tree Lords are going to become good. Like the
Especially with
non-ancient ones.
if they're going to make monsters better.
Yeah, I think Tree Lords might be a thing because nobody's got Tree Lords.
No.
Is Liam with a Tree Lord?
I think he does. He has a Durthu, but I think he has a Tree Lord as well, because there's a couple of... Well, saying that, it wouldn't really work, because there used to be a couple of missions where Behemoth key roll gave you bonuses, but if you're summoning a Tree Lord, it doesn't have the roll.
No. But we'll see what the missions are in the new...
Unless the missions have... unless the mission's monster keyword, then it would work.
Yeah, we'll see what the new missions are because it's going to be pretty key, I think.